What's up, everyone? How you guys and gals doing? Welcome to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Mayhem. China Dow coming up in the second half of the show. You're never going to guess what we got going on in the second half of the show, man. 4 reasons why men might hate their wives. Oh my God, I think this one's going to blow up on me. Ooh, she ain't going to like this one. Anyway, today, for the love of God and everything that is holy, stop calling these people bikers. We don't approve of this nonsense. And of course, it is stuck in the media when it comes to this kind of story. But it looks like ATVers and dirt bike riders have been causing chaos down in Florida. And again, we don't support these damn things. Stop putting a biker label on them. They're not even motorcycle enthusiasts. Now, I wonder about the state of mind with these people. Yes, they're youngins, they're young kids and stuff. And I do admit there's not a lot of places to ride these ATVs and dirt bikes at. There has to be more places for them to ride. But to ride like a bunch of dingbats and ass monkeys and meatballs doesn't help your cause. Now, I guess what happens is they swarm, okay? They meet at a place and start causing all kinds of havoc. Next thing you know, they're on the road, and you're like, what the hell is going on here? And the cops start chasing them. So we got a video of that chase, and I guess there was one arrested. Now, you got to admit they're smart. When there's more than just 1 or 2 people and you got a pack of them, the cops ain't going to catch you everywhere. The problem is technology, people. Especially up in Florida and California. They got them helicopters up there. You can't get away from them. Unbelievable. So let's take a look at this video.
Chase a car club meetup from the sky. Deputies say they put countless lives in danger as they sped down McGregor Boulevard doing burnouts and donuts, but they didn't all get away. We have NBC2's Mercedes Martinez live at Gulf Point Square Plaza on San Carlos Boulevard, where nearby workers are fed up with these rowdy racers.
Take a look at these tire marks. Deputies say they're from dozens of drivers on dirt bikes and four-wheelers. Now, workers at this plaza tell me this is a popular spot for rowdy car meetups, and they worry that someone is going to get hurt.
For people like us who work here at these businesses, we need to be careful that something more serious doesn't occur, such as running someone over. This is what Margarita Gonzalez is talking about. Watch as Lee County deputies chase 24 drivers on dirt bikes and ATVs down McGregor Boulevard. LCSO says a group started here at the Gulf Point Square Plaza doing donuts and burnouts. It's right next to the laundromat where Gonzalez works. Cars like you see in the movie Fast and the Furious. Deputies say the group spilled onto the main road, still doing burnouts, running red lights and speeding. They told us when they tried to pull them over Saturday night, they all took off.
They might hit someone by accident. It's just walking around.
It got so dangerous, deputies on the ground stopped chasing them. But LCSO's chopper was able to follow one of the suspected riders home, 22-year-old Alexis Flores. It's a lot of younger gentlemen, and unfortunately, they failed to see the consequences. LCSO says Flores tried to hide his bike inside his house, but deputies found it once they got a search warrant and arrested him. It's almost during the weekends, like Friday and Saturday. Gonzalez says these groups meet up often. They come and drive around here through the back all the way around and begin the races. Gonzalez told me she and other workers are constantly worried something bad will happen to them or their business.
I wouldn't be surprised if I hear that one of them accidentally runs into one of those storefronts there, and they unfortunately have to deal with that.
Flores was charged with reckless driving and running from law enforcement, among other things. He's out of jail on a $13,000 bond.
Numbskulls, every one of them. Did you see that stuff? They got like thermal and stuff like that. It's like, damn, man, you ain't getting away from nothing nowadays. They send up drones and helicopters. That's some messed up stuff. It's like, damn, man, what happened to good old days, man, where you just had to worry about them being on a CB radio and on their radios? Now you got stuff in the air and all that kind of stuff. You know, around here, they actually have it where you pass through a section of road where it says you're under surveillance from the air with speeding tickets. Messed up. There is no privacy anymore. None whatsoever. Now, in this case, it was pretty cool that they caught a guy because he makes us all look stupid because the media keeps on using this biker language. And how many times you got to tell them it's not a biker? They don't listen, though. They're meatballs. That's the media. It's just like trying to tell them that a club ain't a gang. They don't want to listen. They want to put it out there to see how much they can get for their advertisers, man. But this next story is pretty cool, if you ask me. It's about motorcycle safety. And some of the things that you want to look for, especially now that riding season is finally upon us in the north. And yes, I'm always jealous of the ones down south and out west. When I went down to Florida in January, I was like, oh, this is like heaven. Riding a motorcycle in the middle of wintertime. But us up north, it's finally coming soon. And this video talks about some of the stuff that you're going to want to do, check on your bike to make sure you're safe for the riding season. Me, I'm one of them guys. I don't care if I have an oil change right before putting it up. In the springtime, I get the oil change and the stuff. Look at the nuts and bolts. Do a pre-trip inspection, I say. Anytime you ride, you want to do a pre-trip inspection. So this is a pretty cool one. Take a look at this.
Ohio for motorcycle crashes. Maya May talked with local experts about why and how we can all ride safer during peak riding season.
Riding a motorcycle is meant to be fun, but experts say safety needs to always come first.
When you first start riding for the new season, make sure that you check in your brakes, check in your oil, check in your tires, making sure your steering mechanisms are working fine.
The post commander president for the Toledo Buffalo Soldier Motorcycle Club says a working bike is a safe bike, so make sure the maintenance is up to date.
I put my bike in the shop at the beginning of the season to make sure that they go over everything. If something needs to be fixed, if something needs to be replaced, my tires and so forth and so on, so I can have an added good riding season.
And while talking to the Buffalo Soldier about riding safely, he told us that you should remember to wear your protective gear, which includes your helmet, your gloves, a jacket, long sleeves, and riding boots.
It's just the way we ride is spreading that message. Somebody can look at us and go, oh, ooh, they're riding safely.
And Sergeant Ryan Papura with Ohio's Highway Patrol says the number of crashes this spring have already begun to rise.
Since the start of spring across state, there's been over 200 crashes involving motorcycles. So that's really what I want to remind motorists, especially now as the weather starts to really turn nice, to be on the lookout for those motorcycles. Any crash on our roadways is one crash too many.
Motorists can keep cyclists safe by checking blind spots, give riders extra time to clear intersections, keep a distance between your car and the rider, and following the posted speed limit.
I tell you what, the Buffalo Soldiers are some kick-ass people, man. They are out there all the time helping their community out. They really love community service. They really, and I'm not talking about the type you get when you get out of jail or something like that. I'm talking about really helping their community out. And that's a lot of good tips for people, because a lot of people in the North don't think about that kind of stuff. They say, okay, everything looks good, blah, 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 when it really isn't. That's just like up north. And I don't know if you know this trick, but when you store a bike for the winter, you better be putting in a rag or something in them pipes, because the little Tom and Jerry over there, Jerry especially, is going to want to crawl up in those pipes. And next thing you know, you have a big ass problem. So especially if you keep it out in the garage that's detached from the house, or if you keep it in a barn or something, them rodents are going to want to get in there and keep their little ass warm. Them plague-giving rat things, man. But anyway, good stuff this segment. Again, if you want to listen to the full podcast, you can on Spotify, all the good stuff. We're going to go to the second part of the show right now. It's going to be a damn good show. And Hollywood's probably going to be in the doghouse the rest of the day. I always find myself in the doghouse all the time with China Doll. It's unreal. I can't even speak and I'm in the doghouse. I'm under the doghouse probably in this one. We'll be right back.
Join the Insane Throttle Members Only Club on YouTube or Spotify and receive exclusive content Monday through Friday at 9:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. Your membership in the Throttle Club helps keep the show going strong. The Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Show now streaming over on Rumble and YouTube Monday through Friday at 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in Mondays live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube for the Madhouse Monday Night Raw with Hollywood and Marco. Grab a beer or some wacky tobacco and sit back and bust the gut. Subscribe to China Doll's Viper Pit to get your dose of the world according to China Doll. Real and honest opinions on what's happening in the world today. Join the Queen Viper and take a walk on the wild side of life on China Doll Viper Pit on YouTube.